On my second course, on my third course I mean, it was held in the camp, the SAS camp itself, not in Rennie Lines, but outside by the gym. There was a bit of a few tents in that set up for our accommodation, so we stayed in those next to the gym. So yeah, it was a good experience, and I recommend every infantry soldier to have a crack at SAS selection. You never know how far you're going to get. Also, just having that exposure to the unit is good for working in the future in the army. You know what? Some of your peers may have passed, and you've got that connection with the unit. So I'm going to talk about, so on day one, well, previous to that, on your weekend prior to the day one, you'll be grouped up into your selection course, and you'll conduct your admin bull ring for it, and you'll conduct your final preparations, eating, navigation, a little bit of navigation, training, some whipping drills, and then just like that initial exposure to the soldiers in the SAS unit, the badge members, and they will talk you through various things you need to achieve on selection and what the two gates are. So with the gates is that you've got gate 1, which is up to the jerry cans, and that's I think that's about day 5 or day 6, and that's where you've completed day 1, the navigation, 3 days, and then you on to the bush navigation, and then the jerry cans. So day 1, we'll talk about that. So day 1 is where you're grouped up into your course. You have breakfast in the morning, and then you sort of conduct your last final preparation, and then you have a bit of a briefing by the officers of the New Zealand SAS. Normally the CO will give a briefing, or a senior NCO will give a briefing, and from there you're conducted an equipment check, and you strip right down and you get changed into your PT kit, and then you have your RFL, which is a 2.4k kilometer run under 10 minutes. Then you have your press ups and your sit ups. That's the first test. The second test is a pt2, where you're carrying your pack, your webbing, and your rifle, and that's got to weigh 35 kgs, and you're only carrying a radio as well, so the weight gets up there, and that's 8 k's within 72 minutes. And then you've got your rope climb, your fireman's carry, and your body drag as well. And then from there you'll be trucked out to where the webbing run is conducted. It's called the Hounds and Hares, and it's where you run on a route, normally on a gravel track, and you're running uphill to a certain point. It's about, I think it's about 9 to 8 kilometers for memory. I can't remember exactly, but it took us quite a while, and that's in your boots, in your uniform and webbing and rifle, and that's at quite a hot pace. And sometimes on the steeper bits of the run you sort of do walk if you can keep a good pace, and then you're obviously running the downhills, but you can run the uphills as well. It just depends on your pace. And then you have a bit of a swim after that, and then a bit of a dive into a depth, dive down into a depth of about 3 meters, 3-4 meters at the most.